It's time for the fastest beach party around. It is the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. It's round 4 of the 2019 NTT IndyCar Series here in Southern California.
What's up, Long Beach? You guys ready for some racing? Let's get this party started. Drivers, start your engines!
And for the 5th time in his career and back-to-back here at Long Beach, Alexander Rossi gives himself the best possible chance of winning by starting from the pole. Ryan Hunter-Reay, you heard Kevin talk about him. He starts on row 4, former winner here alongside last week's winner. And then some of the rookies, Santino Ferrucci, he can't believe how wild this track is. And the 3-time winner, Sebastian Bourdais, starts right alongside him. Tony Kanaan, the veteran, had a big crash in qualifying yesterday. He's limping, he's got a sore back, but he is going to start his 304th consecutive NTT IndyCar Series race. It's round 4. We're in the California sunshine, and there's a state native on the pole position. Dixon and Rossi. Dixon tucks in behind him straight away. Power gets ahead of Newgarden at the jump, and here comes the yellow and red DHL Honda of Ryan Hunter-Reay. But look at the front, wheel to wheel. Dixon's trying to take the fight to Rossi, but Rossi will get the turn 1 first. Problems for Spencer Pigot.
Bad weekend gone worse. He started dead last and he spun out 2 cars.
Oh,
so we got a wreck at the second corner here.
Jack Harvey on the right in the Auto Nation Sirius XM Acura, and he's tangled with Marcus Ericsson. 3 cars in trouble on the opening lap after what was a clean start, and Jack Harvey finds himself up in the garden bed at the iconic fountain.
That all happened up in front. Hard to tell who did what, but
looked like Harvey was rotated perhaps after contact from Ericsson.
Big hit on Beach. That's like a 405 freeway log jam right there.
Happens all day, every day. Edge, let's see, I think that's Ed Jones. That's Spencer Pigot in the 21. Was in the back of Beach.
There's all sorts of electrical issues here in Long Beach. Sebastian Bourdais and Craig Hansen talking about an electrical issue for them. Listen on the radio.
Okay, Seb, just to give you an update here, we have apparently some sort of massive electrical difficulty on our timing stand. We have no telemetry, we have no televisions. They are working on trying to get it fixed, but at the moment we are fine.
We see green here in California, and Dixon's trying to go with Alexander Rossi. They've gapped Will Power big time.
He's got a great restart. He's in the draft, Townsend. Watch him trying to pop the inside. Rossi makes him go the long way, but he's got the nose ahead.
Good braking, Alexander Rossi. Went just that little bit deeper.
An absolute repeat of the start of the race. Dixon with a run, forced to the outside, but backs off, slots in, playing it safe early.
These 2 guys right here, they've been the fastest cars all weekend, so they're dominating the race right now.
And Will Power has done the same to the championship leader, his Penske teammate Joseph Newgarden. There's almost a 3-second gap further back. Graham Rahal maintains 5th, Ryan Hunter-Reay is 6th, then Simon Pagenaud, Takuma Sato, Colton Herter and Felix Rosenquist, a couple of rookies still in the top 10.
And he's got a big run.
He had a big problem. Something happened coming out of the hairpin, like he got a neutral.
Dixon around the outside. It'll give Scott the inside run down into turn 1 if he can get alongside Will Power, which he can't at the moment.
Oh, deep on the brakes. He's going down the runoff.
It's over for Power. He's gone.
And Power drove onto the marbles. If you saw that in defending Scott Dixon, he went driver's right, picked up a ton of loose rubber, and when he got to the brake zone, not nearly as much grip with all the marbles still on the tires, and now he's just trying to clean up those tires.
If we get a replay of that, he got a neutral coming out of the hairpin. It stalled on itself, and then Dixon had the opportunity. Power defended. Watch this. It's a little further down the road, but if we get something coming out of the hairpin, it fell on its face.
And he had no choice but to go down the runoff. That's where Santino Ferrucci stalled his car. Up front, Rossi has built a 9-second lead.
And for Newgarden, that is hard to pull back, because when you can't see a guy anymore at all, it's really hard to like you're chasing a guy, like a rabbit chasing, and it's really difficult to pull back a lead like that when you can no longer see the guy anymore. As we see Kanaan now leaving the pits, we'll see where he files out. He might come out into Rossi's path depending on where he was running.
Is Alexander Rossi the race leader at his limit? He looks certainly nice and calm and composed. and boasts an 11-second lead here in the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach.
Yeah, coming into his stall a moment ago, Sebastian Bourdais, they went with primary tires. So again, a mixed bag down here on pit road. Dixon, though, you heard the team mention it a moment ago, they have that set of sticker red tires, one of the few on pit road that has sticker red tires for this final stop, and they can't get the fuel to plug in on Scott Dixon's stop. They could not get the fuel to lock up into the Buckeye. They finally get it full, but that is a long stop for Scott Dixon. 18 plus seconds, that'll kill their track position.
And I think this will be a great battle here with 5 laps to go, because Hunter-Reay, I think, has saved enough fuel now to where he can start to push. He was on push to pass. Ray Hall was on push to pass, answering Hunter-Reay, but Hunter-Reay right now has 40 more seconds, 39 to be precise, 39 more seconds for Hunter-Reay on the button than Ray Hall. And with 4.5 laps to go, Paul, I think it's going to get pretty racy, especially with traffic coming into play. Turn on the hot tub. One to go at Long Beach. 11 corners with an almost 20-second lead. What else do you need to do?
So last year, he dominated the majority of the sessions, including the Sunday warm-up. It wasn't like that this year. He kind of crept up on it throughout the practice sessions. He did lead the final practice session.
However,
and then qualifying was something else.
Qualifying was an absolute hammer drop on the field. Big margin over the rest of them. And the question is,
got a race here.
Can Graham Rahal hold off the 5-time champion and former Long Beach winner?
Rahal's out of push to pass. Rahal is at 0.
Stay on this, because I think we're going to have a race down to the final corner for the podium spot right here.
No push to pass versus 22 seconds push to pass for Dixon.
But Rahal was smart. He doesn't really need push to pass except for this back straight, which is pretty short. So if you're going to end up with 0, oh, Rahal locked his right front.
Meanwhile, the checkered flag is out. The Acura
Winner,
Grand Prix of
back-to-back.
Long
Great
Beach
job.
Oh, big block.
is won by Alexander Rossi, and here comes Scott Dixon.
He's got one more chance at the hairpin. If he dives it down the inside and does the Robbie Gordon block pass, he's going to try. He's too far back.
It's a drag race out of the hairpin. This is going to be tough. Not for a lack of trying from Scott Dixon, though. There's the finish. And Graham Rahal, will he hang on? Dixon's going to try and draft it. Graham Rahal does get third.
Brilliant stuff.
Joseph Newgarden had a quiet trip to second. It was action, and it was tight for third. So Rossi wins comfortably by 20 seconds, and Graham Rahal will grab his first podium of the season.
Well wishes from the crew. How about this? Did you think there was any way you could dominate in this kind of fashion?
No, you never think that. We knew it was going to be a really hard-fought battle, but the Napa Auto Parts crew gave me such a great car, and this is the 200th win for Andretti Autosport. So what better way to do it than in that kind of fashion here in Long Beach, here in California. It's an amazing day today.
It's your home state race. It's not your home race. That's Laguna Seca. But still, what is it about this place? You've led, what, almost 150 laps in the last 2 years.
I don't know, man. It's just I have a great car and a great crew behind me, and couldn't do it without them. So hats off to them. This is a special one. I just found out my grandfather died yesterday, so I wanted to dedicate this one to him, and obviously Michael for win number 200. So.
Very emotional win for Alexander Rossi. Last year's championship runner-up is up to second in points in 2019, Marty.
Dixon slips from second to third in the championship points. Rossi, the man in the middle there, leapfrogs his way into second in the championship points.